Good morning, friends. Respected Principal, Dr. I. Wadim Chan, Vice Principal, uh, resource persons for this program, and other program participants, and all the participants in general. On behalf of the organizing committee of this program, I would like to welcome you to this program. This program is initiated by the National Commission for Women, as we can see. This is a statutory body under the Indian Constitution, and this commission basically advise the government in all the policy makings of the government relating to women issues, women related issues such as dowry, maybe justice, reservation equality, etc. They've been working on all this, and this is the second inning initiatives. The first inning, I'm sure all of us have had as a student, a career in certain ways now as a housewife. So basically, this second innings is targeted to the women folks to financially empower them, to make them financially independent. So this is the initiative going on, and our department has also applied for this project. And so even though it's a small amount, this is funded by the National Commission for Women. So we are very thankful to the commission also. Even though they are not physically here, they will be seeing us, whatever activities happens here, through the video proof and photo, all the sessions that is about to happen today. So that is about this program. We have chosen career counseling for homemakers, and we have very distinguished resource persons who will be taking up the 4 sessions. So I hope you all will enjoy the sessions. I hope that we all are comfortable with English as the medium of our transaction in the sessions, medium of communication. But also those who wants to take up their sessions in whatever dialect, Nagamis or even local dialect also, you can do so. So we will kick off with the inaugural session. I will just briefly go through the inaugural session only, inaugural session and the technical session, which I'm going to chair. I am going to be the chairperson of this program, invocation by Ms. Akam Tola, Associate Pastor, Women, Union Church, Fazal Ali College Campus. Welcome address by Dr. I. Wadim Chan, Principal, Fazal Ali College. And that would be the brief inaugural session, after which we will go to the technical session. And in the technical session, the first module will be taken up by Srimati T. Arenla Au from YMCA Mugokchung, and the topic would be work from home opportunities. So in order to start with our session, I now request Ms. Akamtola, Associate Pastor Women, to take the invocation.
Okay, let me pray. Most precious, loving Heavenly Father, our hearts are full of thanksgiving and gratitude to you for who you are and what you have done in our life. We also give you all glory and honor to you for being so good to us in every works of our life. We also thank you and praise your name for this beautiful day and a new life that you have given to each one of us. Lord, we come to you at this time asking for your guidance in your presence in our midst today. We also thank you for everyone gathered here today in this special program on workshop on career counseling. Bless all these people who have come together to help us, to guide us, and to teach us, and to enlighten us. Lord, and now as we start our program, I pray that may your guidance in your presence be upon each and every one of us. Give us the inspiration to be the best that we can be. May we be a shining example of your goodness and your truth within ourselves. Lord, inspire our thoughts, ideas, and discussions, and continue to remind us that whatever we learn here today is for the greater glory of you. I also pray for all the presenters, the attendees, and all who made this program special. Use them all as an own instrument of your mighty power so that we all will be blessed through them, committing all of our life and the rest of the program in your loving hand. In Christ's most precious name I ask in prayer. Amen.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to request our principal, Dr. Aiwati Imchand, to come and take the welcome address.
Dear Chairperson, Dr. Piobin, resource persons, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I warmly welcome all of you to this beautiful program organized by the Political Science Department of Fazl Ali College. I'm so happy to learn that this is their second inning, and perhaps we can expect much more in the days to come, that this will endlessly go on. Today, such programs are required in our society. If we look back to our culture, back to our society, there was a time without much distinction between men and women. Everybody worked. Everybody was equally engaged in their fields, and they survived all odds. If we look into the history, Ibn Houghton once said that the Angami women are, they don't enjoy, in fact, much of the rights as the men enjoys. But today, the society is changing. When we talk about the status of the women, they are women. Dr. Lanutullah, who wrote in one of her papers, she also mentioned that the Ao Nagas, the women, tolerably enjoys a great deal of rights, but at the same time, it is also not the absolute right like the man enjoys in the society. And today, because of which, Watsa is very strong, and you deserve to fight for your own rights. From the first step where everybody worked, we move into one very unfortunate phase in our society, and that was when women were regarded as housewives. And there was a talk that girls, you need not study, because one fine day you are going to be a husband of someone, a wife of someone. It took some years for our society to expunge that, to remove that kind of a mentality, the understanding, the wrong notion, which actually crippled our society for many generations. And today, we're so fortunate that we have moved into an environment, a stage where everybody should work. We don't talk only about in terms of government job. Now everybody feels that as much as the man has every right to work and expected to work for their family, now we have realized that even the women, even the woman in the family has to engage themselves in doing some productive works. And that's the beauty of today's society. We should not remain complacent that we are just a mere housewife. I don't know how many of you are employed here today. Employed in the sense government service. Not necessarily everyone. But if you have a gainful employment on your own, establish yourself something or the other. That is what we are talking today. In other words, it should be just not simply to sit idle at home, because that will lead us to that so-called idleness will lead us to a devil's workshop. Instead, engage ourselves in so many other productive works. When we talk about productives, it's just a click away. If you want to do one thing today, it's a matter of just few minutes to look at watch your YouTube clippings, and then you can perfectly do. This is the stage we have come. And we know that in our society today, so many people are going through this, engage themselves in many productive works. And therefore, we need to explore the possibilities in life. But one thing I want to caution you here. While we try to explore and try to engage ourselves to do some of these things, we need to be very conscious of how we are doing, and whether it is at the expense of the family, the unity, the bond, the love between the spouses. We have come across, we are witness, right? That in our society, how simply because of the mother having engaged, trying to be so independent that it led to divorce. I think these are something that we also need to be very careful, because we need to respect each other. Men and women need to respect each other. Husband and wife needs to understand each other. There are certain culture that will go on until the end of this world. In that culture, the understanding between spouses is so important that we need to inculcate in us. And therefore today, as you continue to have multiple sessions, I request every one of you, all the participants, to enjoy the day, learn something, and when you go back, be positive, be a productive mother, productive woman, and be a channel of blessings for the rest of the women who are struggling in our society. So all the best. Enjoy the sessions.
Our principal, Dr. I. Watim Chen, he just came a month ago only. He was the principal in Government College Mon Khao Government College. But he's not new to this college. He had been serving for more than 20 years. We have been together serving in this college as a teacher, senior teacher. And now we are very happy that he has come to lead us in the capacity of principal. He's a very energetic man of perfection. So yes, we are very happy today also that in spite of his all busy schedule as usual, he could afford the time to come and take this welcome address Thank you so much, sir. And that is the brief inaugural session. After this, we will go into the technical session, and therefore, if you wish to join us, you can join us even in the technical session. Otherwise, uh, you can take leave if you wish to. So, for the first technical session, we have a very experienced resource person who has very vast field experience in the form of our ma'am T. Aren Laau from YMCA. Sorry, YWCA, sorry. Yeah, YWCA, Mogokchung. She is basically a theologian by profession. She did her MTH in pastoral theology and has been involved in church ministry for youth and women, and also had been working in the project of rescue commercial sex workers under the initiative of Indian Gospel League. She is currently the project coordinator and instructor at the vocational training in tailoring in YWCA, sponsored by Mokokchung. So she has all the, like I said, a vast experience in this field, and she will be dealing on the topic work from home opportunities. So I'm sure through her session we all will be benefited. Now I give the time to our resource person. Please, you can take your time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Let's come from this side.
No, it's not coming. If it does not work, I think if we have to just no, no, sure, use this. If the photo can I? It's working, huh? Seconds.
While you're helping in the projector, I'll just start with the introduction. Dear respected chairperson, resource persons, and all the participants here from various places who have come to be here today with a zeal to learn something and try to put in practice. So I would like to welcome all of you. And mostly I want to thank the organizers for giving me this privilege to share. Maybe I have only the experiences, and I've gone through in the church experience and the social experience. And today I'm just like a senior citizen helping with the societies and all. And it's a joy and a privilege for me. Actually, it is not only 3 days back that this topic was to be taken by someone else, but I was given, and I thank God that it's an opportunity for me also. So the topic I'm going to share with us is okay. Work from home opportunity. Okay. work from home opportunity. So opportunity is something that the time, the talent, and the gift that we have with us. So I'll start with a definition. And then our principal have very clearly stated that it is like a housewife or for the homemakers, especially for the women and all. But I feel that even though it is from the National Commission for Women, women, we all know that the world, both men and women, are born of women. So it is inclusive. I'll be speaking specifically with inclusive, including both men and women, and then wives, and then youngsters also, spouses also. So, and then this is very vast area, very big area. Because all over the world, when we talk about it, we cannot cover everything. Therefore, in and around, in Mokokchung, or especially in our area, and since I'm from the Ao community, even though we prepared the slide in the English, I prefer that it would be better if during discussions and all, if we can just speak in our own language. I believe that most of you I have known because they are from a village. And that anybody non-our speaking? Yeah, non-our speaking. So we can go with English or Nagamis also. I'm not good in Nagamis, I know. But Bazar Nagamis, if only we can grab something for our use, that's what I believe. Right? Yeah. We will not think about grammar and language in any other thing. Okay. And then out of vast area, I have selected very three areas that I believe and have seen will be practicable in our area here. Many a times we talk about foreigners, or many a times we talk about what is happening in the other countries and all. You can just stand it. Okay. Yeah. Many a times we talk about, and then we have access to the information technology. So all of us look into at least we have access to the one smartphone. And we look into the picture, we look into the images, and we imagine so many things. But when we open our eyes, when we go inside our kitchen, then the reality is different. But all of us are craving for something. We want money. And many a times we believe that when we have money, we can do so many things. We can do everything, okay. We think in one shot we can do everything, but that is not true. Later on, by other resource persons, will be getting the management and all like that lessons. So briefly, I selected very three areas in which I'll be sharing with us, and then I expect our audience to ask questions, and then our audience also to give compliments, because I know, especially from my village, many of them are doing that, okay, so that we can learn from each other. Huh? No, just use this. You know? Definition. Yeah. Let's start with the definition, but it's not coming here. Yeah, definition. Definition of opportunity and then homemaker. So I craft from other concept also, and which I feel I want to share. Opportunity. An opportunity is a situation in which it is possible for you to do something that you want to do. Opportunity, as I said. So in brief, this is opportunity. In homemaker, I want to add a few things. Okay. A homemaker is someone who spends a lot of time looking after their home and family. You usually use homemaker to refer to someone who does not have a job outside the home. So here, no particular gender is mentioned. It could be a married man. Even though this program is sponsored by a women group, it could be a married man. Because as principal was said to us that the world has changed. Earlier, the women are called housewives. In my younger days, I did not like that word. And then gradually, when it changed to homemaker, I was so excited and so happy. Because both men and women get education, right to education. And then today, when I contact and when I meet, because most time in a pastoral work, in most of the families, women are job holders and wives are job holders when they go to office, work and all. Husbands are doing great job at home, doing all the household chores, looking after the children, regardless of their education or the status and all. Of course, I'm not touching here. So therefore, it could be a married man or a married woman. Woman, I'm not going to explain much. It could be a children, son or daughter, especially those parents are lost, or those parents, both men and women, those are very busy. They go for different jobs. Officers' family, let's say. Both husband and wives are educated and they are working. And then the children are, especially the eldest son or eldest daughter is shouldered with household chores, household responsibilities. And then in some cases, as I said, those parents are lost, maybe like orphans and all. And in some cases, it can be a spinster. Okay, a spinster means a girl or a boy in the family, the eldest son or eldest daughter, due to some family problems, maybe sickly parents or disabled parents. Therefore, they don't get married because I've seen so many of the youngsters there. Even though they reach up to the age of marriage or up to 40, 50 years or so, they don't get married, and then the responsibility is shouldered on them. And it could be someone who stays with us. Or we may be staying with our relative's house for some reasons, maybe for the Burso education, the Burso farm skill trainings and all. And then it could be like a servant. Some servants are there for different purposes. They come for education or they earn for money. Paid servants are there. And many of the, especially, so to say, educated families, in many of the educated families, I've seen the whole responsibility, like the whole family responsibility is given to the servants. So this is where the church also and the society also is doing some awareness programs and sensitization programs and all. Because if a husband doesn't know how much money is there, only the servant is managing and all like that. So many things, so I'm not going to explain much. Therefore, the definition, it defines who is a homemaker and the opportunities for all of us. So homemaker doesn't mean that it's only the housewives, but it is inclusive. So this morning I'd like to request our men folk friends here, don't think that this is only for the women, but it is for all of us. In many of the families, it happens because of some effects especially in our area. From my childhood, I've seen there was a drug abuse that killed so many young men, and because of the factions, and because of so many things, this is how many girls, many women were. They flat out and they went for studies, and then in many government sectors and social sectors, we see even in the college. I think last time when I came, it was a female principal. Earlier, the principal should be a man. That's what our understanding was there. But now we see in the job places and all the opportunities given if that person is qualified. So we don't see much. But internally, when we look into the society as a whole, we have so many prejudices and so many differences, humanities are there. That is why the Women Commission also have come into this kind of programs and for the different kind of sensitization. And we should be thankful to the Women Commission. We should be thankful to the Fazalali College who have arranged this program out of so many women. Either you are married or unmarried, or maybe a widower also, every one of us are included. So don't think that it's only for women, it is only for there, it is only for non-job holders, but it includes especially, I want to include that even the job holders also. Job holders also, especially in Nagaland, in Mokokchung, many job holders, they go to office only for 1 hour or 2 hours, and they have plenty of time. So why not we pick up something? And the situation here in Nagaland is we have so much of society demands. Only the salary. See, we depend on the salary. And at the end of the month, like today is the 30th. Okay. So we don't get the money and we don't have money there, and people go around to borrow money, asking money. We don't say that, we say that we don't have beggars in Mokokchung, but it is worse than Dimapur train station. Go out asking, begging and all like that. Maybe this is one of the reasons this program is there. So let's hope and pray that all of us here will attend the program till the end. If we are thinking to go outside, please, I want to request that all of us attend till the end. Okay, let's go to the. I've selected only 3 areas and very simple. But here I'll be adding some more, and then I expect our participants also to add if you have any experiences. Various kinds of work homemakers can do. It's very fast. Out of thousands, I've selected very few. Okay, first one is make and sell home-cooked food. Women are, especially the homemakers, are very much attached to preparing food. So we can make different kinds of food, and we learn from the internet also, we learn from other friends also, and then we have a lot of things which we like to eat. We want to mix food and all. So make and sell home-cooked food. In this, I just selected few. That is, one is pickle. Okay, pickle making, I make a lot of pickle. This photo is taken in Clark Theological College. Okay, excuse me, I just want to share. Asangla and myself and a few of us from YWC were invited in Clark Theological College to teach this. So this is the pickle I made. Atangla. Yeah, Dr. Atangla, Asangla and me. 3 of us, we went there. We had a wonderful time with the CTC campus women there. And then I especially taught this and I made this. The other pictures, whatever they taught is with them. But I just want to specifically bring this one. The pickle that is in bottle is green chili pickle. And that is in the vase is sweet sour pickle. So different kinds of pickle we can make at home. You know, you can make you can eat at home instead of buying from others. And then you can seal this. And then the next one is, it is, some of our group members are here, we make this one. Roast cookies, snacks. And then I know some of you are making cakes also, bakery things also, snacks also. And before we start, I went to the resource center here. What I I'm so happy is Fazalali College is open one resource center. In the break time, you can go and buy there. All the students, the staff, the family are involved there. Even me, I'm involved there. Okay. So you are also welcome there. You can make something. We say that we make something and we don't have a place to sell and all like that. But we have place if you can make and if you have access to that. You don't need to border go house to house and sell like that, like plain people, no. No. It can be in the car we have place. It is only that we are not finding out, we are not coming out ourselves and sharing with others. Okay. We can eat in our house and then share with others, get the comments. No? Because many of us, we don't want to get the comments. Okay. We want to hear very nice, very good. And we are used to say that even though it is not very nice, the next time we will not buy. But we should be very open. Okay? And we should be open learner. That is very important. We should receive the comments that is given. Or these things. It will help Kurikina, we can help each other and then produce it. So we should be willing to learn and then receptive and share. And then at the end, we will sell it, we get money. And then, I've seen in Namken, I've eaten so many times. Some are also making namkins, but here what students are making, some students, graduates are making. You get in a resource center. Students, unemployed people, they make and then sell here, and they get a lot of money. Okay, namkins also, and then like a pancake. Last time we had a meeting in the compound. Some young girls are making pancake, so we ordered that. It was delicious. And after having the tea, I wanted to order more. I want to take home and teach my children also. Even though I also make, but they don't have their own hand and they have their own ingredients also. So this is how we will help each other. And our indigenous food. Earlier this morning, Chupala was my old friends when I was young. She was in the church and I was in Abam. I work in an association at that time. So indigenous food we can make like from sticky rice. Earlier, Chupala was telling me that sometimes we had a mini meal stall. Okay, iman chuto pataro masutita alikena patatina patati pantikena we saw that small. So all these things, that is to show we are not continuing our course. In order, we are doing that. Some of my members are here. We do. Only one person cannot also do. So indigenous food. And then the Japanese, okay, indigenous food. And then I just want to share one thing is, we make a dry chili and all, right? We roast and then crane and keep, but after a few months it becomes spoiled. Nah? But I found out that we burn an ash and then make powder, and then that stays longer. My children are away from home. When I prepare that, it gives even for 2 years or so. So for all these things, all these things we can work it, but later on, some of our other resource persons will bring about the skill training and all. We need to learn from each other. These are the things. And then next one is, I'll just run, chooses. This one copied from others, choose. But then the fruits available will have pineapple and then whatever fruits, so many fruits. And especially these days, our youngsters, including us, we want to run after the packed juices or backed food and all. And the dietitians will say that there are a lot of advantages and disadvantages. Organic is the best. So whatever fruits are available at home, okay, we can make juices and then learn the preservatives, There are some skills. Because after making juice, if we give 2-3 days like that, it becomes fungus and then it gets spoiled and all. but we should learn how to preserve it. It will be much more better than what we get in the bottles in the shops and all like that. And then that will be much healthier for us. So I'm not going to explain much on that. We have jams also. It comes with fruits. And then jam though, people use from vegetables also. So jam making and all these things we need skill. Therefore, this is the food area. I'm just giving few things. Otherwise, so many things we can do. Okay, vegetable preservation also. Nowadays, when I go around, our people are using this yam leaves, yam stalk, and cutting and drying like that. But why not we learn from the Manipuri women also? This morning also when I came, somebody was giving in a basket, no? Yam leaves, store. They cut into small and they make into small slices and then drying like that. You know, that is very uncomfortable to use also. We used to do that. But what Manipuri women do is that yam leaves, yam stalk, na kuchulaka patato na steam to na, they will give 1 or 2 days. Give many fresh to little kakek bhangi jabudo. But when you give 1 or 2 days like that, few hours, it become very a little bit sticky. All of rusini shanat again. And they make ball. Okay. Anglung na, like a yarn, they make ball. And it's very easy. It's very easy to try. And when I studied in the college, because I lived in Bangalore for 10 years, this Manipuri friends, when they bring this yam, dry yam, no, they give only 1 bowl. Very light also, handy also, and it's very clean also. Just with a knife. And then I have here, if friend Lotus are there, Lotus are doing a crating. All these vegetables, like a bitter gourd and the leaves, and then all these kinds of vegetables, they cut into small pieces, dry it together, preserve it. Because our organic fruits, vegetables, we don't have much for preservation, but at least to try and then keep it like that. And when you have plenty of that, you can always do that. So many things are there, whatever is available. And when I was in Bangalore 2 years, I was not willing to buy vegetable in it. Because whatever we feel grass near here outside, all are eatable. 2 years I couldn't buy it again. Because I used to give to the pigs. Na, kauriki katikani kina dia kandu tay kandu panti kina bisa iman tambra pikiri kurido. To the kauri laga thana to kini bona kina ka bhabi kina kine na. Butters are organic for them, so we should be able to identify. In order to do that, we need some kind of skill trainings, or we need some kind of research and all like that. So, in the food area, I want to say that one. Make and sell homemade products. Corporate banagina, you can sell this thing. So sewing, this is what I did at home. Okay, handbag, and when we stitch this one and show them, people order them. So we earn money. I earn a lot of money out of this. And then out of the pieces, cut pieces and all, we make hang towels and all. This is from YWCA room. If you go to the resource center, it's there for sale also. Okay. Yeah. So sewing means it can be hand stitches also. Na kapur sila na machine stitches also. And then later on, I will just super to the other resource persons many times. Okay. I'm not going to explain much. This we need some skill training. Or anyone can just do with the hand stitches. Without stitching also with the racks. Na? Second income pachikina rakato. I mean, I do crop basite. Second mangi kina mokan institution bichayase. Okay, just cut it and then you can use for to organize different clothes and then so many things you can do with all clothes also. Just to start from the grassroots level, sewing. So I'm not going to explain much. Sewing, do you all understand? You know, but many of us we need some kind of training. Next is paperworks. Nowadays we don't use any. It is plastic use is banned. So people are rushing after paperwork. Here, I just brought two pictures. One is paperwork that is carry back. Many youngsters, especially in the churches, youth ministers and all, they are taking up this one. Carry bags and all like that. But those who are at home, we can make use of the papers that is available at home. Now, Pachakalaka, all notebooks can, newspapers. Of course, we don't get much in newspapers also. Whatever paper we have, we can make. It's not only one size, okay, but a small size also. Even this much of paper also is very needed. We can make envelopes. I'll just bring one example in my village. I'm from Mokokchung village, okay. Whenever we have a wedding or death occurs and all, we all rush for envelopes. Aro kuno ba korte rasta usote takaduna envelope iktate no ga envelope the money ginaje. So what they did is youth ministry is doing one great job is one bundle of envelope they bring your family name. Aro to sarkan laga nam likha do ame gambe mangi na jaboli mun nai do na. Almost every household we are having that, okay. Family laga nam to Mr. and Mrs. Naga Korigana do na taila envelope de ami people sali gina jaboli mun na take do na. And then that's one idea, but making the envelope. So especially the church is very good platform. Church is doing a lot. Young people are asking and we have been giving this training. So envelope we can make very easily. And then we need at least for so many occasions till now. Okay, so envelopes and all we can make. The other one is lofa. It is called lofa, na? Bentuchep. In our puka we call no sponge cord. So we know only how to eat, but it's shortly forgive if we eat fresh. Recently I bought 1 kilo and then half kilo was rotten and thrown away, even though I kept in the fridge for 1 week. But if we keep now till it become major, and then earlier our parents used to make only for scrubbers and all like that. We can make like this. This is one example, and then my masang is very good about it. We can make for so many things we can make, okay? And this is very expensive in the city. So the bela get park or you cannot do dama city to pishi dama si. Nah. You cannot do your hand stitches there. And so many things are there. So Korti na pichung garini ikta olaikena kuti to olaikena itu rakitaki sholi. Just don't grab and wrap your utensils and all like that. But you can cut it and then you can make a body scraps and all like that. And it's very expensive also. Here a kitchen garden, very simple one I brought. Many people say when we talk about kitchen garden, we don't have place, jaga, surrounding, upstairs, veranda, but in the pot. And then we are very much fond of flowers planting and all. But in the grassroots level, we don't have much market. If you go to cities, any woman you will see in one thali some flowers and then they'll be selling. Because all the women, they have to put 1 or 2 flowers, otherwise that shows their loyalty, okay, womanhood. Will you be mokando you do flower haligina in the yet question is flower to soap haligina, you will get different kind of smells and all like that. But we are not used to that. So from grassroots level, we will not be able to earn money, and carrying flower is very expensive also. But what you can do is, flower do dam bra kini raki kina chili kini boli do we run to the shop, right? And for that we need money, right? And chili price is very high now. So why not you plant just one chili in one pot? Even though you love flower, I many times I spoke with from the pulpit also. You have lines of flower, but why not you just cut one pot and then plant 1 chili tree? That would be sufficient for your family. Okay. And imagine kushi by day. Okani kulai kina khadona. And why not you just plant in between the flowers that you love so much, in between, you can just empty one spot and then put one tomato there, one lentils there, reptile or anything like that. And when they grow, they are also very beautiful. They are like flower, decorative. So it depends upon our arrangement. See, iman parto taki kina be itu to nakaling bera sidi. Racham mercy ikta rakado family itu perai jaya si busi. Okay? Now we can also learn, no, even though we don't have a big garden and all like that. Or if you don't have a pot also, you can always use one a sack. Because of jawuldu kai to na 25 kgs of rice pack to na. Itu katikina you can always get there, no? In the corner and all like that. So that is, and then what we can do is animal husbandry. Many people are doing this. I'm not going to explain it. Poultry is there, livestock is there, yeah? Pigs, goats, and all, and then so many. Now in this season, in many families they've started rearing chickens. Okay, at least 5, at least 10 Christmas karuni, na. Sati karuni 50 rakis, 100 rakis, bishi says. And near my house also, wife is a job holder, husband is doing nothing, so he said I'm frustrated, so he's keeping 20 broiler and 20 layers. So I buy eggs, okay, and he's so happy. You are encouraging me. He sells by 300 to others, he sells to me by 280 because I keep on cooking. And then I told other friends also to do also. Someone also, is it okay? Said Purado Wishina one, Arupura one, evening Dilo Putin, nah. So he's so happy. He's a husband. Okay. It's, as I said earlier, it's not only for women. So he's so happy. And so many examples are there. If I go on speaking, then the whole day I can speak. But third one is provide service from home. When you are at home, you can provide service. Yeah, in creche, I want to explain. I want to take a few minutes here. Here we have a formal education. School is there. Class Ibra school is general level, high school level, and then secondary and the college, universities are there. And we have Montessori schools. So many Montessori schools, especially in Mokokchung. We are also running one Montessori school. But I want to just pick up one thing is, before going to Montessori school, there is a age, I think 1 year plus 2 plus, 1 plus to 2 plus. Itu lakana, mokan kipi Montessori takabra, creche to care center rakipili bishi otiase. But what I want to encourage our people here, if you are staying at home, and aru mokan kiti kore bolibi nabari bodana, hazarabi jaboli nabari bodana, ho de kam kore kena 400, 500 kwado, next day do I gena homa bodana. But you can sit at home. Creche to na kilimane both husband and wife they go to work, aru jawan khani jai to na, and they have children, and they don't have a place to keep. Amma baba khan sa itu to know. So creche is a basic, very important need in our place here. 2 or 3 children here, only 2 children are here. 2 or 3 children. Montessori school diba egin rakibuli na bari de khan. Edo age pra na bunche. But when you are at home, just 1 room you need it. 2 or 3 children. Na pusti manokon aro surrounding pan aro tusra pra be karibra ekina rakiti budo baja khan na. So the child is safe with you. 2 or 3 children you can there, and then the workers will not mind to pay you. This is how you will learn. And then you will also learn. So this creche is not, I did not find anything somewhere in Mokokchung. Even there were some of the Fazalai friends, Asang is here, and then you want to go to college, but you have small kids. They were requesting us also, but there is no place. Creche is very much needed in our place. If you can take up, okay, this individual can take up. If you can take up your Aron mukam workers come private naka papi ko dito na kormano ka ulit free expect ko as it is. Nothing is free in this world. Nothing is free. Aron mo ibe ito sa na kormano come private busa charge ko rin pwede sorom laki asin. No, you have to earn. You have to earn. We have to understand that. Education is very much needed. And then next one is caterings, tiffin box, caterings and all. But we need more connections with the people. Okay, more connections with the people. In other places, in other cities, I've seen that if husband is working in one office, wife is making lunch, cheaper, safer, more clean. Aro kariti lui jagina na traffic tarakikana kariti lui jagna lunch break di itu tiasi cheaper. Mokani man package lakato pusa lui kena nukli batati bali kena lui jagana jilibi. People go to. We need more connection and encourage each other. So these are the 3 areas I've selected. I think. Okay, I'll take only a few minutes. So. Why work in burden with chores? That is the most people ask the question. But when you really think from morning till evening, if you are at home, we have all the facilities today. We have water at home, washing machine at home. Arupat pakabulido kuriluya anikina and in this rainy season no bicha kina na tu tunga ole kina pat pakadagin. We have to just keep in the rice cooker. During that time you can do a lot of things. Mogando kor mushipuli helibi mati lal mati pisari jaigena gor bhaigana pisari jaigena edu mushi dagisyo. You have mobiles. So easy. At the same time, we are very much using our phone. Unnecessary informations, we get a lot of things and go on unnecessary imaginations. So when you are doing, you can always open your phone also, listen to some music, or you can always carry and then do something. In between, you will take out a lot of time. I always challenge the crowd is if American president can control the whole world, who are you or who am I? God has given him only 24 hours. Do you also, to me also, the same 24 hours. And we say that we are too busy. Sometimes we should feel ashamed to God because God has given us health, God has given us gift, God has given us so many things, so we have to make use of that. And then next is we have social connection. As I've said earlier, when you make, you share with them, and then to have social connections. When you make something, you eat, and then you want to get comment, whether it is tasty or not like that. And then actually some people will order, and then when you have social connections, then you will grow. Automatically we will grow. Learn. We may not go and attend a seminar like this, but automatically it will grow. And that will equip you. It goes to your bone and blood. Instead of writing and all like that, this things will be forget, okay? But when it goes inside your own blood and bone, equipped, then automatically it will come out. Okay, so how to start? Many people say that, we start koribo. Business people start koribo. I should say that from the grassroots level, zero budget. We start natakilibi. And this, I think is very good, but I just want to enlighten something. Zero means, just want to check out one example is trashes. Moila kana, korti chama koredo. Dustbin. Dustbin do pusa ne pilagine korti ini ai do na. So start with it. Dustbin. This morning I came and I went around and you can just look here, na. Bottle can, pilaro chips, cover ka pilaro bottle je hali kina. That kind of college eco club. The college family they are making and taking up with imana masile. Instead of buying it and pricks no. You do bottle can do good the pilabona. That you are chips cover can, mite cover can, ito can do hali kina. Tatipura, you can make so many things. Flower beds and the sitting place, and then you can make a park and all like that. Itu muila do dustbin do pack korigena na. Suka kan pack koribo aro bicha kan the wet kan, and then from there, instead of many of us we just give to pigs, but because of swine fever and all, now the educationists do not give the leftovers. Leftovers. Kauri thakakan di leftovers kan di nati bidu itu berapa mobilize sih. So this out of which na the remnants of vegetables and whatever we use, itu use kurikina mol banai mol. We want to plant a vegetable, we want to plant flowers and all. We are looking around the manner and all. So itu banai boleh bi, jani asin, training dia asin. Aru itu tu busan pelai kina na. Puisa ne pelai kina muka laka dustbin morning even di jama kureto. At this in 2 days time, or kita pada muka kurang di bishop pakadem itu bishop olabe, itu tu olay kina na, pak kuri kina, those are the things. So that will result you cleaning, cleaning the atmosphere. You will not have a bad odor at home. Cleaning, you get manner. And then you get something to make with instead of buying flower pots and all. And then you know this manner, how much you sell? 150 per kgs. Itu manner, itu pra panado na, muldo na, pack korikina, 150 rupees per kilo. Itu ang mabukong rate itu asi. So isn't it a financial income like that? Next is a productive way to utilize excess resources. Excess resources means kita bottom can as a make a chili pickle and all. I don't buy so much chili, but when you have 1 kilo of chili, now at home we're only 3 of us, so by half kilo it will last 1 week. So when I'm sitting and cooking and all like that, half kilo to stroke of pilek and I cut for nah. So we don't need to take out so much of time. And in chili pickles and all, we need the chili, garlic and ginger and all. You do peel kurikuli time as a little bit, small. So whenever we get time and all like that. When you have excess vegetables at home, you can make. When you have excess fruits at home, instead of buying like that. So this is how I mean by zero balance. Outcome will be when you decide, it's up to you. You have to decide it. Many times we just look at others and talk about others, but we don't want to put into action. We decide to do something, then automatically you identify yourself, what you can do. Discover your hidden talent. Because God has created us, every individual with a different a purpose, and everyone has given different talent. It's not only the top people, those who are in the top positions and all, they also work hard, that's why they win up to the top. So if we can also work in this status, you will identify your talent. You will not believe that your hand is so good in that. Okay. I have a son, he is very, sometimes funny. Sometimes when I'm moody and all, sometimes he comes and, oh, mommy, you can really do this. That's why I encourage, we can encourage each other. Identify your own talent, identify your friend's talent, and all like that. So this one, every individual can get, and at last you get happiness. And we don't become beggar. Because many children, and especially those who are homemaker, when you don't have money, the tantrum got by the people who come from work, office para, kampara, tok, paikina, maiki para, pachapara, ito binay, puisa ito laki, puisa ito laki do, na, breadwinner do, matha to khaijay do na. But when you work something, when you decide to do something, you are financially dependent, puisa bay. Aro ito para kushi bay kina you make something. And aro pishi kushi bay. And one thing I want to add here is society di kiman husband or wife, anyone who is a breadwinner, kiman um, salary and ilipi, we have lot of ways, many ways to spend money. In the church, in my pastoral theology study, one of the renowned pastors from Korea came and said that salary you budget it. Nah? Tithes you give to God, and then salary is for your family. But when you want to do mission works to open your hands, you have to adapt something and do. You will get more happiness when you ask God and work something. For example, I plant this chili tree so that I'll give to the missionary box. I'll do this, out of this income, I'll put in a missionary box. I'll give this to the women group like that. If you think, and then God will bless you abundantly, and you will get more happiness in that. And you'll be able to reach so many people. And then some of the areas, when individual also can start, some of the areas we have to connect, we have to clap 2-3 persons among our friends and do that one. So I think I will end here. Thank you so much for giving patience and listening to me. And then I hope you understood it, and we will come to the give over to a chairperson, go for discussion. Thank you so much.
Maybe organic products can chulawule encourage kore. Halwa, biscuit, hoilebi, even tea leaf chapada. Ide rola ganna, aro pickles can tokan delebi. Itu kan khushi bai. These are more healthier. So, itu nishna. Amikan say generally speaking, amikan dunia dia ahado, amikan la potential realize kuri bole pathai che so brabe. Itu bra amikan ahado. Kibek ta do kuri na amikan kite bhala se do kuri le do bishi bhal. Auni karne bi ami karne bi bishi bhal, manu karne bi bhal. Dunia karne bi. तो itu nishna ekdam localized context devra after all experience mano ase ekdam ki lage ami khan laga society bra itu bhal bra saigina ami khan ge bishi bhal bra samjai dise ami garne to personally bishi sugu kholi dise likewise I'm sure you have also gained a lot of knowledge আমি খান ভাল থাকিলে বি তো কেতিয়াবা তো মানুহবৰা কৈ কি নাই হৈ দই দুবি বাৰে দই না বি থাকে না এটো নিশনা আমি হানগে স্কু খুলি দিয়া বৰা বিশি খুশি আৰু বিশি thank you to our resource person and then one thing I would advise you is that amuni kan eto han tai kwa nishna eto han action there when you put into action and start doing business, I mean, naga business kando usually ekbar bra bishi rich kuru munjai. Please don't do that. I mean, aste bra ini kide bhala se kiba ekta kuri ase bole mun digina kuri bi aste bra profit bi tulai sabde bra hibo. Gym ekta khulibo manu aha surule do 2000 le thaka do next month 4000 kuri de. To aste do ahi thaka bi jai. तो ये तो निश्ना नाकुरी की ना आमें हन possibilities पिछे आसे ताई दिखाई दिशे तो ये तो बरा ये तो business लगा tactics kan भी inculcate करूँ वाला क्या आमें हन भी मानो हन तो एक तो का बरा किना होगी ना आस्ते मान थुन मानो हो जाए business plan मानो हन specially तो हन लोगों तो भी learn करूँ वाले भी पिछे आसे तो ये तो निश्ना आमें हन like we have targeted ami han ge duhan resource person khan bra ami khan ge fit kuri bole target kura nishna ahigina we are very satisfied we are very happy that this ends our first session and we are glad that our resource persons from Nagaland University the next resource persons Nijanyo Kolme and Ochen Zumba are also here already, so welcome to you. We have already closed our first session. So if you have any doubt, queries, you can ask. tai bishi goishe holebi kunbra shikawo muidu babi dagishe edubra abuni kan edu monde dagishe guledo daige hodibi kunbra shikawo daibra gowo tactics tai sob jani ase edubra kiba doubt thagiledo the floor is open to all the participants. Sure, sure.
Is it on? Okay. Okay. I'm not my participant noy. I'm the looking after the workshop size na. So আমি especially housewife kan gune বেশি interest আছে maybe I really want them to thange কি কয় পয়সা কামাব নলি পয়সা save করলে পয়সা কামাবলা নই না save করলে বেশি দিব মন যায় because housewife kan do time বেশি থাকে বলি থাকান problem da আছে utilize নকৰে ঘৰতে আমাৰ মুজে নিদিয়া কিচেন গাৰ্ডেন কৰি আছে না every season মহান boil কিবা কৰে তো boil বা 6 months তো ইনি boil নিকিনি না যায় তো মন পয়সা কামা নই না পয়সা save কৰে না বেশি help কৰে না তো মহান আলসি ন লাগে একটা আছে second আছে মহান মই একটা ইউনিভার্সিটি কলেজ তে কৰি আছে private university ক্যান্টিন আছে মহান না হলি মহান একটা problem দ especially নাগা মানুহ হালা মহান ৰেট তো বেশি হাই হয় মহান কিটা বিজনেস কৰে না আৰু প্লেন মানুহ ৰেট তো বেশি কম দি থাকে তো প্লেন মানুহ কি যায় মহান auto driver will be same amawa guse auto driver ka normally 70 rupees mange guse naga ki jale 150 to mon naga ki help koro mja holibi mon attitude bishi bias na to mon kidia market business koro kore bishi high na babe na start price to maybe 30 school le awni bigaili to 50 60 la nikinwo 30 20 korle every day sale hui daibo to doni mon kidia business kore bishi high na babe na price to maybe 30 40 50 college te hole school le hole kli bachakan pocket money 10 20 pai 50 60 to tan ek par kinibo pare ar mon kidaba treat de as a college student to 100 hole to moi doston mane khilele 1000 jay boli kida 50 hoy khali ina hoy na to mon price to business karne price to bishi important ase don bishi high was start nukorle bal and one ekta do ase kitchen garden de bishi important ase especially mokokchung area de especially the ki goy the cucumber do dimabodi bishi demand ase mon supply nukore mon idia order korisile khotom hoise guse to ina demand আছে না তো মান ভাবিব লাগে না আর বাস তো হতাই আহা যাওয়া করে থাকে তো কন্টেক্ট করি না কিলে কিলে মণিপুৰী কোনবা তো করে আছে মণিপুৰ খান বা ডিমাবুৰে সামান নাপালা তান ফ্রি দিনে করে গৈছে বলিবি এ দেখিতা ফুজে বেশি দাম হয় না তো বিজনেস বেশি ভালবা করে আছে মণিপুৰ খান না আৰু ধান কি কয় দো নাংসপাতি what we call it না না that lotas are very good not plum sir that one bamboo shoots what we call that bamboo shoots bamboo yeah dry bamboo shoot manipur kan delhi dibi supply kori ase guse manipur kana tahando ina ase bishi to mohando ina na bhabe na to idula mula ekta experience ba encourage krole mon chais thank you
Mr. Moa. He is also one of the organizers who have collaborated this program. He is a researcher from St. Joseph University, Dimapur. So two of them from there and the Department of Political Science, we collaborated this project. So thank you. And then I think there is no question from the participants. Sure.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just come and say here. That was a good thing he explained. What I wanted to tell you is I've been repeating again and again that we need some kind of trainings. This is what we have come across, especially in the Mokokchung, the Chetsi in the Mokokchung. What's the bazaar is there, and then I'm also in the what's committee. It has become a very big issue. They were selling a cucumber in 10 pieces, 500 rupees. So we were shouting at them. So not only the homemakers, but what I feel is in our area, we need some kind of this management sensitization. Because it all comes under business management sensitization. We need to learn the wholesale, plain quantity, the wholesale track wholesale do imanase kititi imanase they agree only be kitu manokam bra lu ani kina oh that moldy pikra tam of trainings also. So whatever we want to pick up, we need training, and then it is good that, like today, if the church or any NGOs, since we have here many self-help groups also from the church also, if we can have that kind of sensitization program, that would be very good. Now, aro mukane like a mother, pachakan jatem di pusaiman ase aro local mano help koribi, local mano encourage koribi koilibi, local man brad laka OTT to najabiti playing jabidi naga. Whatever we preach is contradicting in our own implementation also. Sometimes I feel guilty that also. Nah, local action break help koribi ko ase olibi. Real life ti time ti do pachakangi playing kap manukani jabiri as one of our friends was saying about that. So in order to bring the balance in that, all of us should need to overcome. All of us should be willing to learn. Thank you so much.
Our chairperson, he had mentioned something about who will train them. Itu lagade na mula chance adam de go bhavi said maybe when my time comes it will be very late. It's in the late afternoon and everyone will be sleepy and I may forget to tell you. So train ajikali online lagabi bishi ase na itu kan train gurle then maybe any mukhala town debe though I'm working here I'm one of the I'm the president of our association. And we, as she had said, and she's the project director of our small project that is known as Tsiki, and under that Tsiki, kiki bishik thage, but we focus on basic tailoring, that is 3 months course, and she's taking care of that. And this month, 1st September, one new batch will be starting. Yeah, so if any one of you are interested, angaz. Chani buli mun jaile apni kan tadi 3 months iduna timing bi bishi relax ase morning di bacha kan school pathai na before they come home till 12 so yeah basic stitching and tailoring and how to handle machines itu kan sab dikhai to itu since we are a certified association you will get a certified certificate also when you get over that. It takes us our association. There are many trained professionals like beauticians and experts in catering and floral arrangement as well as tailoring, all these things. So October there, maybe Puja holidays, one whole week next year is our Jubilee. So for that, in aid of that, we are organizing one workshop the whole week. So every 18 day, aji abnikan bishi manu olop hands-on thakibo na bhabina ishula. Tilbi aji to khali theory thakibo. Hands-on we need a lot of time. Aro itu hands-on to bishi time lage to bra. Mukan ekta during Puja holidays. Itu ekta organized kurla se. Itu bra. Itu chanai dibo. So you can learn a little bit there, and then you can. There's a lot of avenues. Online courses can be bishi ase. It will be in my next. When my turn comes, I will try to elaborate on that. Thank you very much.
That is Dr. Damjan Sangla. She'll be taking up the last session. She is an assistant professor in this college from the Department of Geography, very much involved in all this. Thank you for the input again. We all are very lucky because this program is specifically targeted to a certain section of people, only specific people. So you are all the specific people. So we have not invited many. So likewise, you have turned up, and I'm sure in the remaining sessions also, through these sessions, we will be enriched by our experts. So thank you, ma'am, once again to close this session. Now, before we proceed to the second session, the second technical session, and which we will be taking up right after this without any break. We have already had utilized 5 minutes break for the tea, and it's almost time. We are right on time, so we don't have to worry. I just want to make one announcement, that is, we have prepared one feedback form, okay? One feedback form to be filled up by all the participants. So please don't forget to fill up. This will be distributed in the last session only, but please don't go away, and everybody who have already registered, please fill up this feedback form. This is very important for us, and this will also show us what next step we can take up. So please fill up compulsorily on this. We will be distributing this. This is like this. There are 13 questions: age, your age, marital status, education, and the sessions, which sessions, what activity you find it best, and whether these are relevant for you, and something about the organizers, whether the organizers have done justice to the program by effectively organizing, yes or no, or and also a little general awareness, whether you are aware of NCW, what is NCW, and whether second innings itu kan honishina honyanai NCW life day honishina honyanai itu kan whether you are a homemaker or employed. If you are self-employed, then kata ekta specifically Madam Guanishna Dai, she is involved in so many things. Itu kan ekta tuita likhibole. Itu kan aro Guanishna future de workshop kuribole ki topic loile bhalo hoy itu kan nishna to apni kan ni bhabi kina ekbar likhibole ase. Aro itu la workshop ra help korishna koranai kun laga session ni best thagishe. Itu kan questions kan ase. To itu bra. Please don't forget to fill up this feedback form after the sessions are over. So that is all for the first session, and my colleague Mr. Kushem will take up the second session. Now I invite him for the second session.